Chronicle, a world of short stories
by Vinod Ignatius.
The life of Jesus from Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. A secret from God. From Luke chapter 1, verses 23 to 55. Zacharias, the aged priest, has not spoken a word since he entered the holy place of the temple to offer incense. Most of the people in Jerusalem believe he saw a vision, but Zacharias makes no explanation. He completes his time of service in the temple and returns to his home in the hills of Judah. His wife Elizabeth meets him at the door. "Zacharias, what is wrong? Why don't you speak to me?" Quickly, Zacharias writes his answers and hands it to Elizabeth to read. "While I was praying in the holy place, an angel spoke to me. He told me that we would have a son. His name will be John, and he will prepare our people for the deliverer from God." "A son? And he will prepare the way for God's chosen one? But Zacharias, why do you write this instead of telling me?" Zacharias writes a second message and gives it to his wife. "God, forgive me. I doubted the angel's message, and he told me I would not be able to speak until the message came true." Overjoyed and wowed by the great trust God has placed in them, Zacharias and Elizabeth prepare for the birth of their son. In the months that pass, they often read together the parts of Scripture that tell about God's promises to his people. As the aged priest and his wife wait for the coming of their son, the angel Gabriel appears to Elizabeth's cousin Mary, who is engaged to Joseph, a carpenter in Nazareth. "Do not be afraid, Mary. God has chosen you to be the mother of his son. His name will be Jesus. He will be a king whose reign will never end." "I am the Lord's servant, and I will do whatever he says." Mary tells no one of the angel's message, but in a few days she goes to the carpenter's shop to see Joseph. "I have decided to go and visit my cousin Elizabeth in Judea. I hate to have you go alone, Mary. If only the period of our engagement were over and we were married, then I could take you there." But Mary leaves Nazareth alone. "The angel said that Elizabeth is going to have a son too. It will be good to talk with her." And when she reached her cousin, "Mary, how wonderfully God has blessed you. But tell me, why has the mother of my God come to visit me?" From this greeting, Mary knows that Elizabeth shares her wonderful secret. Joyfully she sings aloud her praise to God. "My soul doth magnify the Lord, for he that is mighty hath done to me great things, and holy is his name.